What's up, Raptors fans? Welcome to the Warriors Report. I wanted to do this fun video for today for Mr. Higher Ambitions. A lot of Raptors fans, you guys were saying you don't want to keep him till the NBA trade deadline, so I thought, why not throw some proposed trades? So for today's video, I'm going to have 4 trade proposals for Goran Dragic, and you know the drill, guys. If you want to like this video, it does help reach more basketball fans like yourself, and if you want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be absolutely amazing. I'm going to get right into it. The first trade here, the Bucks get Goran Dragic. They could use someone like this because he's going to be a nice piece for them in the playoffs. He can score, he can facilitate, he can shoot that three-point ball, he can attack the basket. The Bucks are going to look for more scoring. They can always use that, and we know they're going for the championship, so they're not going to hesitate to give up a future first-round pick in 2028, a top 10 protected future first-round pick. But also you get Donte DiVincenzo, who's a very nice young player. We know the Raptors are lacking a little bit behind Gary Trent Jr. in that shooting guard position. Donte DiVincenzo, young guy, he's about 23, 24 years old. As you see there, he's a little bit undersized, 6'4". He's not the tallest guy, and you got a friendly contract as well. He's making $4.6 million, and you have a team option on him. So if you want to keep him, you keep him. You can get rid of him. And when you take a look at his statistics, he's a great three-point shooter, which is something the Raptors desperately need off of the bench. You know, you need some three-point shooting, and he'll give you that 37% from the three-point line. And look at the rebounds as well, 5.8 rebounds. He gets you some assists, he gets you some steals, and when you take a look at his statistics from the points, from the three-point shooting, it's been improving a lot the last few seasons, every single season, in fact. And he's a young player, as I mentioned, 24 years old. Nice young energy guy. You can bring him off the bench. He's going to be a good bench piece for the Raptors. And obviously the future first round pick is a huge asset. And let's move on to our second trade here. So this is my personal favorite trade. I love this trade. Let's talk about the other teams, what they're getting. We know the Dallas Mavericks want Goran Dragic. They get him. They also get Tyus Jones from Grizzlies. Now, Grizzlies are giving up quite a bit, but they get Josh Green, who's also a really nice young player from the Mavs. They get Dwight Powell, and they also get a second-round pick from the Dallas Mavericks. Now, let's focus on the Raptors here. Desmond Bane. You may be thinking, why would we get only Desmond Bane? Well, he's not only Desmond Bane. 6'5", shooting guard, 215 pounds, strong guy. He's got a really nice contract, $2 million per year. And when you take a look at his statistics, I was looking a lot at Desmond Bane in college. This guy was a lights out three-point shooter, but let's focus on his first season. As a rookie, he's doing this. As a 22-year-old rookie, he's 23 now, but he did this last season with the Memphis Grizzlies. 43% from the three-point line is insane on 4 attempts per shots. You know, 4 attempts per game, that's quite a decent amount. And his free throw percentage is nice as well, 81%. He's a good defender. Not the greatest rebounds. He'll get you some rebounds. Good defender. He's got obviously good strength, and he can shoot the three-point ball. What more do you need from the Raptors? You know, I mean, that's a nice player you can have off the bench. Young player. He's obviously going to get better, but he's nice. You know, he's really nice. He's actually one of the players the Raptors were looking at in the NBA draft. He ended up falling 30th to the Boston Celtics, got traded right away to the Memphis Grizzlies. Now it is to note, I'll throw this friendly, statistic out there. He's listed at 6'5", but he's got a wingspan of 6 feet 4 inches, so his wingspan is actually shorter than he is in height. But look, it is what it is. He's got those big muscles. Maybe that's what it is, right? But no, he's a really nice player, good defender. He can shoot that three-point ball, and even in the summer league, he absolutely killed it. Now I know it's only 2 games played, but when you look at his statistics here, take a look at that three-point percentage. 69% from the three-point line is absolutely insane. And again, it's not like he's taking 1 or 2 three-point shots a game. He took 6.5 per game. I mean, again, small size sample, but this guy's lights out from the three-point shot. He can bring good defense, and what more do you need? As I talked about, he's a great scorer. You see those points he's put up in the summer league. I know it's just a summer league. I'm not going to overhype him, but he's a great three-point shooter, and that's super nice. You know, the fact that he can shoot the ball, three-point ball, he can score in other ways as well. So that's exciting as Raptors fans if you're able to get someone like Desmond Bane back. Now let's move on to our third trade here. Now look guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm being biased as a Raptors fan. I really am. Tyrese Maxey is lights out as well. I'm going to go back on this screen here because I'm going to show you what Tyrese Maxey did as well. Albeit 2 games. 2 games, 26 points. That's absolutely insane. Obviously, his three-point shot needs a little bit of work, but his free throw percentage as well. Look at that, 90% from the free throw line. He's an absolute bucket getter. He was that in college. He had some nice games with the 76ers last season. Now, the reason 76ers do this trade, because let's say Ben Simmons, whatever reason, they're not able to trade him. They still have that issue. And let's be honest, they were looking at Kyle Lowry, and we were asking for much more than just Tyrese Maxey. Now, I'm not saying Goran Dragic is comparable to Kyle Lowry, but he's also an older veteran player who can come in, do some similar things, in terms of shooting the ball, dribbling, get the other players involved. So I think we're asking for half of what we asked for Kyle Lowry. that's an absolute deal for the Raptors. You know, we do that in a heartbeat. You get Tyrese Maxey. They get a veteran player who can help them end the playoffs as well. So I think this is a win and win for both situations. Again, like I said, I don't think this deal will happen. I'm being obviously biased as a Raptors fan. Tyrese Maxey would be amazing though. Now let's move on to our last trade here, which is the Utah Jazz. Now this trade may seem a little bit funny to you because you might think, why would the Jazz do this? They have Mitchell. They have Mike Conley as well, you know, Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley. So why would they do this trade and get another point guard? Well, he can kind of play off bar. You know, Goran Dragic could be that nice piece off of the bench along with, you know, some other guys they have on there as well. So I think they have a nice bench already. Add Goran Dragic to that. He's a nice veteran player. As I mentioned, he can help a lot of playoff teams. And the Joe Ingles, seems like they're kind of, you know, falling apart, him and the Jazz. They were really liking him a few seasons ago. He's obviously getting older. He's up there in age. Now, the reason the Raptors do this is because they get those 2 second-round picks. And we know what the Raptors can do with the second-round picks. Their developmental system's absolutely phenomenal. We just drafted Delano Banton, got David Johnson as well. And you know what? Those are nice. And you know what? Here's the thing. The reason you flip Goran Dragic, not only because you get 2 second-round picks, but Joe Ingles, you can flip him at the NBA trade deadline if you want. You can flip him for more assets. Maybe get a second-round pick. All of a sudden, you're getting all sorts of picks everywhere, and you've accumulated these assets that you can include in a trade for a better player in the future. So that is the reason why you do this trade. Again, it's a sideways move if you're comparing player to player. You know, they're not that much different in terms of what they're able to do. But Joe Ingles would be nice for the Raptors. You know, a nice veteran presence off the bench. He's got obviously good size, as you see there, 6'8", can shoot the three-point ball, decent defender as well. So I like this trade for several reasons. And in fact, let's talk about the fact that we got Precious Achiuwa, Goran Dragic, right, from the Miami Heat for Kyle Lowry. You trade Goran Dragic, you're getting more assets. So potentially, you end up getting Precious Achiuwa, future second-round picks. You potentially get a young, nice player, potentially, in Desmond Bane, which would be really nice. So I like this trade. I like all of these trades for several reasons, as I've mentioned. I want to hear from you guys, though. What do you guys think of these trades, good or bad? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys are still watching this video, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.